Hello, I am popping on because I'm doing supper prep for tonight and it's been a few days since I shared what we were having. So I'm going to share enchiladas with you today. So the last few minutes I spent time browning hamburger in my this is the 2-quart micro cooker. It's hard to see, but there is ground hamburger in there, a pound of it. I drained all the grease off, which is something that I love about our micro cookers. Is if you don't have one, the lids have these awesome strainers, so it's great for doing steamed vegetables, it's great for doing your ground beef, all of that. So the rest of this is just a dump recipe for the most part. It's really easy. So I am going to grab here a teaspoon, if I can find one. Half teaspoon will work. So to my ground beef, I just cooked this normal with nothing in it. I'm going to add a teaspoon of chili powder, a packet of taco seasoning. Hi, Amy. Amy, have you had these enchiladas before? If you've done freezer meal workshops, chances are you've done these enchiladas before. So a packet of taco seasoning, teaspoon of chili powder. We are going to add some sour cream, and I'm terrible. You're supposed to add at least 8 ounces. You can add more if you like creamy. So I'm just going to take a big scoop out of here and leave enough for us to top our enchiladas with a little extra. A can of cream of chicken soup. Need a skinny scraper here so I don't ruin my good one. Or my big one. You can do this with chicken or pork as well. My kiddos think it's so funny when I do this and then they try to distract me. Okay. Are you funny? Okay, a can of corn. And then you can use a small jar of salsa. Hi, Jess. If you guys haven't talked to your friends on Zoom or Messenger or anything like that, you really should. A couple of my best friends and I and our husbands, I don't even know how long we talked on Messenger last night, but it was for a long time and it was a lot of fun. Okay, so you can use a small jar of salsa. I'm going to measure out, if you haven't tried this salsa too, On the Border. It's one of my favorites that's not like a homemade like Inca salsa or something like that. So I'm going to add in about a cup of salsa to this. And my container is full. All right, and then we're just going to mix all of this up. It's going to be nice and creamy. You're going to have lots of flavors in here. This makes a large, like stuffed. Sorry, Nick was calling me. He'll probably told you. He tried to call back because I just hung up on him. He'll probably call back one. Oh my goodness. Yep. Nick literally just tried calling 4 times and I hung up on him each time, so he just tried calling you right back. Okay. So if you just popped on, I am making beef enchiladas. You can do chicken, you can do pork with this recipe. In here is sour cream, corn, cream of chicken soup, taco seasoning, chili powder, and I'm missing one, salsa. So really easy recipe. This is what it's going to look like here. And then the last ingredient is some cheese. I got just a little bit left of my block, and I'm going to use all of this. The recipe calls for about 2 cups of cheese. Find my cheese grater here. This is our coarse cheese grater. It's really good for your soft cheeses. So mozzarellas, cheddars, and then we also have a fine one that is really good for like your Parmesan cheese. So I'm just gonna really quick here grate up the last of this cheese block. Hi, Macy. I wanted to get this done with. It is nice outside, so we're gonna get supper prepped and go outside before the snow comes.
Hey!
What are you doing?
I want the snow.
You don't want the snow? Did you hear him? I don't want the snow.
I want the snow.
Oh, you want snow?
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna snow, bud. He's so funny. Hi, Destiny. Hope you guys are all doing well. Are you guys enjoying time at home? Are you not home because you're still working? Have you had the enchiladas before? Because that's what we're making if you just popped on. Okay, so there is my pile of cheese. I am going to throw about half of this, maybe a little less, into my meat mixture, and I'm going to move the rest aside. So as I was saying before Nick called so many times, this makes a heaping full pan, 9x13 pan, of enchiladas. So what I'm going to do, we don't need that much. I'm going to make one pan for tonight for our family, and then I'm going to throw the rest in a pan to freeze for us to have another night, or we can give it to somebody who needs one. So I am using to make these, yeah, Gray is Gray. You're right. He's the only person who probably wants snow right now. I'm going to make our enchiladas in my medium rectangle baker, which will be about perfect for us, and then the rest I'll just throw into an aluminum pan to freeze. So just take your tortilla, take a decent sized scoop, stick it on there, roll it up, and just set it inside your pan. So we're gonna do this until my pan is full. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Val. You can kind of decide how full you want to make your pan. I love, this is probably one of my favorite meals to have as leftovers. I don't know why, but I absolutely love this meal as leftovers. So I will make extra for us to even have, so I can have the leftovers of it after the weekend. So right now I've got 6 tortillas in there after this. And I also like to, depending on what size pan I'm making, if I'm doing a whole 9x13 pan, I like to have the burrito size. Otherwise, I like just having the taco size. Okay, so there are 7 in here right now. You can see them. Whoa, dropped you. I do that all the time. I have enough in here to make an extra pan. So what you're gonna do is just top them with a little bit of the meat mixture and spread it across here. Not a lot, otherwise it's gonna get kind of mushy. So just use a little so it can still get nice and crispy on top. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit more cheese here, sprinkle that on top, and then I am just going to throw this in my refrigerator until tonight, and then we will bake this at 350, and it's for about half hour, 45 minutes. It just depends on how crispy you like them and brown on top you want the cheese. There you go. Oh, hi, Nick. I told them that you interrupted me like 5 times by calling. Hi, Linda. So, enchiladas tonight, Nick, is what we get for supper. So we will talk to you guys later. Let me know if you have any questions about the recipe, and I will post it below as well. Talk to you guys later.